normal muffler. That's all to do with the straight pipe. So we're gonna stick this son of a bitch in fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, probably B1. We got this big fucking thing behind it. We're gonna just step it out of the way. Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, we're into the beans. We combined, well, more or less all day yesterday, but 9600 was down for a couple hours because the idler pulley for the belt on the rotary screen, the fucking little pulley wore right out and fell in half. And then the 8010 was down for a couple hours because one of the big hydraulic filters, the threads on the filter housing snapped off and the goddamn filter fell off and lost a whole bunch of hydraulic oil. Amanda noticed it right away, but of course the tank is higher than the filter, so a bunch ran out on the ground. Anyway, even still, we got the semi-loaded, the tandem, a 3-ton and 3/4 of the international tandem yesterday, so we still done a pretty good slice. Had a bit of a late start today because we had a little shower this morning. The beans are tough. You can see they're trying to wrap here and there on the header where they're real heavy, but where we are right now is kind of a shitty spot in the field. I don't know what the hell. The barley was shitty here last year and these beans are shitty right here too, so I spread some manure on it maybe, I guess. Anyways, that's what we're up to. I bet you we lost 5 for sure, probably 10 bushels an acre though off of them because we had that fucking early frost here 2.5 weeks ago, and these guys were pretty green yet when that happened, and the top set of pods on all the plants never filled. There's like 2 to 3 seeds in each pod at the top, and they're just little, they look like chili flakes. They're dried out little peppers that just get blown out the back. There's nothing to them, so quite disappointing with that, but because I bet you these would have been doing 40 to 50 otherwise. Like I said, right here's a shitty spot. The majority of the field's a lot heavier than right there, but I bet you they'd have been 40 to 50 otherwise. They're 30 to 35 is kind of my guess here right now. It's kind of what the neighbors are saying too that have been doing theirs. So anyways, 340 acres of them, and I think we were about 120 or 130 acres in between the two combines here. So I've done 60 acres, so I think she's done a bit more than I have, even though she was down because she was running 4.5 miles an hour. I can't go quite as fast. These more coarse sections that are on this knife, I don't know what they're for, but I've never seen such a coarse section. They got a hard time cutting these bean stalks when you get much over 3 miles an hour, so I've been having to go a bit slower because of that, but whatever. Get a few years of use out of these sections and I'll put some just regular coarse cut or maybe fine cut ones on. These extra coarse ones, I don't know what he was using it for, but they cut good when you go slow enough. But anyway, I suppose though the goal was to try to get the semi loaded in time for Dad to take it to the elevator again. He took the semi this morning and I took the Detroit, both loaded with beans this morning to the elevator. They're taken right now, so I said, well, because the more we can haul in straight off the combine like that, the better, because what the fuck's the point of just putting it in a bin to take it right back out again? Because my plan was to, just kind of like every year, get rid of the beans pretty much right off the combine, because they don't have soybean train that often here. If you end up missing the fall run on it, sometimes you're sitting on them till next spring again. So I kind of like just getting rid of them. Price is all right. I think I got 12 bucks, $12.50 on a lot of them. So yeah, I think they're at $12.25 right now with a special on. But I've got enough pre-contracts I made this summer and whatnot on them. I don't want to do too many more until I get them covered at least and know where we stand. Anyways, like I said, whatever a guy ends up combining is going to be going to the elevator here anyways. So anyway, keep on going. We'll bring you back here in a little bit. Well, I just got back from Melita. A piece broke on the header on the 9600. Came and checked up on Amanda for a second here. Dad's got the combine back at the yard, so take our part. It goes on the knife head, but I can show you when we get back there. Anyway, fun and games. Day, about 4 o'clock here now. We got going about 1:30, or maybe 20 after 1. Got a pretty good slice done again, but this end of the half is where all the acres are. There's quite a few less sloughs on it than the other side. It's usually where all the grain is too, so better dirt on this end or something. But yeah, I don't know. About all I don't have too many stories for you. Things are just kind of clicking along here right now. Went and got my new auger this morning, so I didn't show you. Show you here after. It's not really new to me. Be a good truck loading auger. It's 8x37, so trickling in there, not too bad. Anyway, I suppose though, keep clipping along here, and tomorrow it sounds like we probably won't get to do too much by the sounds of the forecast, but be what it'll be. Then Monday we won't be doing any anyways because we gotta ship calves that day, so that'll be its whole other video, maybe. Amanda's over there. Giving her with the old 80-10. We got the semi full. Semi's been going each day here to the elevator with a load. Hopefully Monday we can take a load in the morning there too before we start separating calves, but we'll see how it goes. Be nice to go with it and the Detroit, so should get the Detroit full tonight too, because I mean the semi's full and we're still going. There's a while before dark. There's rain to the south of us, but it's kind of moving southeast, so I think we'll be all right. Anyway, I suppose though, bring you back when I got something else to tell you. Full. That'll be it for tonight here. She's starting to get tough here, so dump my load on the 3-ton here, and then when Amanda put a full dump on the International, but we can't fill the International. I don't remember if I told you guys or not, but the hydraulic pump's getting weak on it again. It's having a hard time lifting a full load, so I've only been putting a little better than a half a load, 3/4 of a load on it at a time, just to limp her along till harvest is done here. But as Amanda put a right full hopper on it, we'll put this full hopper on here, and then she's just finishing up a piece of headland, dump it on this truck. But like I said, the straw's starting to pull, and I don't want to make a mess. It's not chopping very good, and it's starting to wrap. It was all coming around, so I just threw some beans in my mouth, and they you can tell they're starting to get a little bit tougher. Like they're still hard, but they're soft chew or whatever. They don't just try to break your teeth, if that makes sense. So they're probably still dry, but said I don't want to make a mess with that fucking straw. We're just about done out here, and then there's another 50 acres or whatever on that last little strip. So if it don't rain tomorrow, we'll be done tomorrow afternoon, I think. So anyway, get her dumped and bring a few trucks home and talk to you in a few. Got a good going to the elevator load on the Detroit. Because him and the semi have been going to the elevator here each day just about. So that probably sit on there till Monday. Because what's left, that truck and the International can do to haul to the yard. Less times through the auger, the better. Crack as many that way. Anyway, Amanda's gonna dump what she's got left on there. She hates dumping on the 3 tons because it's hard to line up 100 feet in the air. Gross. Look at the frost. This is gonna be one grumpy old bitch. Here's our auxiliary block heater, known as the starter. What a hard starting old pig. -6 outside. Come on. Give it a second. I haven't videoed anything for the last 2 days because I was sick as a fucking dog, but we're better this morning. Come on, Inner Smashable. Jesus Christ. Might have to go get some canned glow plugs. I didn't think I was going to be this fucking upset. Yay. We'll try the trick here and we'll pump the primer a few times. See if that does it. Forgot to shut the key off when I jumped out, so now it's really screaming at us, but if it don't go, we'll plug it in for an hour. There it is. Oh, almost. Oh my good God. You guys make fun of the John Deere's being hard to start. What the fuck is this performance this morning? I'm gonna have to put an electric click-clack pump on this thing, maybe. Usually it starts pretty good. Right. It's acting like it's got air in it. There we go. That's the one. There we go. Jesus, what a performance that was. Then you put this one in neutral and you put your main transmission in third and get all the oil warmed up. Alright, we'll shut our hood, we'll go see how the old Sassy Massey wants to start on this fine morning. Alright, the old Massey man here, like the 860, has a secret cold start button on it. So there's the John Deere's rack the fuel pump open on their own with vacuum. This guy here, right on your throttle linkage. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to make it stick. There's a button you push in and it's supposed to lock. I can't remember. Maybe your throttle's got to be all the way down. 860 like the throttle up a little bit to make it lock on. Let's see here. Well, I don't know why it won't work right now. Give me a second, I'll bring you back when it works. Okay, remember this one here, throttle all the way open. Haha, there, click. The max fuel button. Oh yeah, it's even right on the dash. Max fuel. Turn on our click clack. See what happens. This guy actually is a pretty good starter, actually. Ah! There we go. Way better starter than the Combine, but I mean, the 540 in the Combine was making quite a bit more horsepower, fueled up quite a bit more, makes it harder to start, and it obviously was trying to turn a hydro, all that fucking cold oil. I'll show you guys a real tractor that can start in the cold though. There ain't no max fuel button or vacuum operated aneroid or needing to pump the fucking fuel switch. It's not a gay case. Watch this. Oh, look at that. There. Let everybody idling for a few minutes because it's shitty out. I went to the elevator this morning with the Detroit, took a load. Dad took a load with the semi. He should be home before too long. That 3 tons pretty much full, and then the International has a dump on it. Remember we were talking about that. So get them dumped. This bin will hopefully be full with those 2 trucks. With any luck, it'll be full before they're both dumped even. We'll get the auger moved, and with any luck, we'll be combining here again mid-afternoon. All this frost has to get melted off and dried off, but the guy can even start by 2 o'clock. There aren't that many acres left, so anyway, talk to you in a few.